And today they still come. Yet again this morning we've seen more people arriving. A border force vessel arrived first of all about 4:15 this morning with 10 migrants on board. Then the Dover lifeboat came in with 40 to 50 people on board that they had picked up halfway across the channel as well. Vessels are back out there again responding to other calls. So despite this terrible tragedy that unfolded yesterday afternoon and into the evening with this search and rescue operation, that has done nothing to dent the enthusiasm of these people smugglers to earn the many millions of euros that they do each week by pushing more and more migrants out in horrific conditions into the English Channel.
But Mark, surely this incident puts the pressure back on the French, where people in this country, many people feel it should be in the first place, particularly when you see, as we saw yesterday, French police watching these boats being launched into the sea. If they are now launching into what we all know is a dangerous crossing, now it is a fatal crossing for many. Surely the onus is on the French to just stop the boats even getting that far. Slash them. They're all rubber dinghies. Slash them so they just can't, they're not seaworthy.
I think there's no doubt there are some serious questions for the French government to answer on this issue. Now, at its most fundamental level, forget about the £50 million that the UK government is giving the French to bolster their defences along the northwest France beaches. They have a duty, a responsibility to stop people leaving their shores in the first place and embarking on these highly perilous journeys. They have that responsibility, just like if it was happening in reverse, the UK authorities would be responsible for ensuring that these people are not putting themselves in danger. Now, the French say that they have 94 miles of beach that they have to try to secure. It's not that. There are certain beaches that the people smugglers will leave from because there are other areas of the French coast that are just not suitable for launching boats from. So it's not a massive number of miles. It is still significant, but you know, this is a country with a very significant number of border force and police officers that if the will was there, they could flood those beaches and stop boats leaving in the first place. As you said, Simon, yes, they could puncture the boats if they see them on the beach to ensure that they're not seaworthy. They could go and try through the manufacturers to find out who they're selling these boats to and get to the people traffickers that way. It is a British issue, of course, as well, but to be honest, by the time they get into the Channel and then they cross into British waters, there is nothing really the British can do other than pick them up. The only other way that the British could do it would be to turn the boats back. There, of course, you risk the boats, people jumping into the water, tipping into the water, however that might manifest itself in trying to turn these boats back to France where they clearly don't want to go. And of course, Simon, you've got the French government. If they're not willing to play ball, if they don't want these boats to come back on their shore, then it's going to be one almighty diplomatic incident between Britain and France.